Hi.
We did it.
We're here. Welcome.
Welcome to Facebook Live. I am Patti Negri.
And I am Sheena Metal.
And this is Belle, the 102-year-old haunted doll.
Isn't she beautiful?
She is. But I was just thinking, I think you were being psychic earlier when you said 103. We just passed a new year.
Oh.
She might be 103.
I bet she's going to have a birthday soon.
Yeah, I think so. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know we're a couple minutes late.
Yeah,
but
we had
Belle
some technical things.
A little mischievous.
Yeah, and I had a thing with my mom. So as I was driving to your house, I got lost, which I never do. And I was trying to find your street on Waze, so I had my phone up in front of my face, and a car was coming at me, and I thought, oh God, who's that? Get out of my way. And it was a police officer. And I thought, oh my God, I obviously have a phone held up in front of my face. I'm going to get a ticket. So he pulled around behind me. He made a U-turn, and he pulled around behind me right in front of your house. And I heard my mom say in her very delicate Irish voice, "Get away from her, you asshole." and then just out of the blue, he started his car up, and he pulled around me. And he just left.
Wow.
I mean, I was doing bad things. I was watching my phone and when I was driving. Wow. And I got busted and he just left.
That's
Didn't
beautiful.
even get out of his car.
Thanks,
I
Mom.
think it's because my mom was like, you asshole.
That is amazing. And I was getting set up just because I'm not that good at this Facebook Live yet.
You're better than me.
Better than me. It's not saying a lot. But I was setting up and a light, and not too bright, not too... And I walked away. I had Belle standing in for both, so to see where the light was on her.
Yes, she's wonderful, with the teddy bear.
I set up the camera... or the phone. I walked away, and when I was at least 3 feet away, it clicked. Belle took a picture of herself. I could post it afterwards.
We're going to post it later.
We're going to post it.
Belle just took her first selfie.
And it's not set on 5 seconds, 5 minutes, anything. I just heard this click, and I turned around. There she sits. So
awesome. And I had an interesting thing before I came here today. I was doing my daily show at LA Talk Radio, which is called the Sheena Metal Experience. And I had a friend on who is a very talented medium named Rick Wagner. And we were talking afterwards and just chit-chatting, and he started kind of pulling energy off me, and I kind of gave him a funny look, and he said, "You have a little girl around you. Has anybody ever told you that?" And I said, "No." And he said, she's really old, and she's very connected to you. So I start thinking about all the people from my past, all the people in my family that died young, and I said, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't have any family that I know that died young. I didn't have any friends that died when I was young. I don't know why there would be a little girl around me. And he said, well, there is. So we were walking down the stairs. We were heading to our cars. And he said, are you done for the day? And I said, no, I'm going off to my friend Patty's house to do this. Oh, it's Belle. Belle's the little girl that's around me. And just today on Facebook, when I posted the intro for this, I was talking about how I feel like Belle's around me all the time, and I think about her all the time, and I ask Patti about her all the time. Like every time we talk, I ask about her. So even though she's not with me, she's always with me, just like I feel about my human niece who's 9 years old. And so I just think Belle's spirit has been around me since the first night I met her on Friday the 13th.
That's right, on my birthday. Do they not look a little bit alike, or what? I mean, really.
I was thinking that today when she came in.
Your non-birth
baby. We have the same color eyes.
You have the same color eyes. You have the same hair.
Yeah.
You both got cute faces.
Oh, little round faces.
Yes.
She's my baby.
Yeah. So we'll share her. And I love that her spirit can leave this doll, which does make sense.
Yes.
Remember, these are just for those of you. Some of you are really versed in the paranormal and ghosts and things, and some less so.
Yeah.
But this doll is just a vessel. This doll it's created a fetish or a golem in Hebrew. That it has a spirit is just using this beautiful little doll for a spirit. So the spirit really can just head over to Sheena's house whenever she wants to and leave the doll here with me.
That was Sheena being
knocking
that was Sheena being uncoordinated because somebody's an Aries. And Aries rules the head, which means I never know where my body is. And it's interesting because any kind of spirit could be inside of Belle, but I think we both agree there is a little girl spirit inside of Belle.
There's a little girl spirit.
And the feeling that I get, because she seems to have a lot of issues, and even Rick said this today, around fear, a little fearful, a little confused, sometimes a little angry. Now not so much because she lives with you, Patty. You've been so wonderful with her. I think maybe when she was, 102 years ago, 103 years ago, she was a little embodied girl who was sick. And probably like they did then, they put her in an attic or in a back room where nobody ever came to see her, which was what people did. And I think she didn't know what was going on. And then she passed. and she got stuck here and still didn't know what was going on. And for whatever reason, I think that she was, I did a little research, and there was a thing called a Victorian mourning doll. And basically what they did was when somebody died, they would get a doll, and as the doll maker made the doll, they would incorporate skin and tissue and blood and hair from the person and put them in the doll. So the relatives would carry the doll around or keep the doll in the house, and then they felt like they always had a bit of the person with them, back when we really thought that a person's essence was their biology. And I really, really believe that that's what she is, and that if somebody opened her up, which we would never do because we love her, we would probably find little girl's stuff in there.
It certainly could be. And I actually think that's kind of a cool... It sounds
awesome.
Morbid to many of you practice.
It's a little morbid, but it's also awesome.
It is awesome, but I mean, I carry little bits of my mom's ashes all the time.
Yeah.
I wear this all the time. And I know she is not in there, but there is power in bones, in hair,
I agree.
in bodily
I'm about
fluids.
to get one of those too, and I carry a little pouch of my mom, a little sheer pouch with a little Ziploc bag of her ashes, about like this much. And when I travel, I keep it in my book bag. I fly with it. I have a certificate that says I can keep it with me, and I always keep it with me because I feel better in general. I'm not somebody who loves to travel. I can be a little travel phobie, and since I've started traveling with my mom, there's this kind of peace and calm that's come over me when I fly.
It's amazing. There is power there. So I know one of the things that we posted, because everybody, I know, and I've done a lot of scary stuff with dolls on television, on Ghost Adventures, Peggy the doll, which gives people heart attacks, like, literally.
Yeah.
And when
Peggy's crazy.
Peggy's crazy, and you can go visit her in Las Vegas at Zach Bagan's beautiful museum.
Ooh,
I
want to go to
recommend
Zach's museum.
It
That
is
sounds
fabulous.
Fun. Yeah.
I mean, every time I've been to it, I've been like locked in the dark.
Oh, yeah.
I've never got to go like everybody else to see this.
I'd like
stuff.
to go when we're not locked in the dark.
Not
maybe.
locked in the dark. But it is an amazing place. And he has hundreds of dolls.
Yeah.
Hundreds of dolls. And he's a little afraid of dolls, so it's really cool. But Peggy's a little wild one. And there was a dark spirit. I don't even think it was a human spirit in Belle when we first got her. The reason that Chelsea, you're out there. Hi, Chelsea, who's probably like 3 or 4 in the morning there. Sent her to me because Belle at that time made her sick, and she is a little girl. Yeah. So Belle, the only way she could keep Belle was in the shed or in a drawer. So she knew that wasn't right. So she sent her across.
And
the
nobody
pond.
puts Belle in a corner.
No,
she does not want to be put in a shed or in a drawer.
No, she doesn't. So
she kind of runs your whole house now.
She's
running the dog and the cats, and she pretty much holds court here in her leather Victorian chair.
Yep, yeah.
And it's all about Belle.
Yeah, and my poor husband's even used to it now. He's like, "Is that dog in the?" Oh, yes, it is. Welcome.
She's like a child.
Yeah.
She's your spirit child. It's beautiful.
So it's
and I think one of the things that we kind of chit-chatted about on the phone that we're talking about with all of you tonight is the idea that not every spirit object needs to be locked away in a museum. Some of them are good, and they're loving, and they want to live with you like a family member and even help you as Belle is helping you in your work. Mm-hmm. And as I feel connected to Belle, whether she's with me or not, I keep my mom is with me all the time. Like I have a choice, like that Scorpio would go away. My mom is with me all the time since she passed in March of 2016. And as I've developed my own and become more open about my own psychic gifts and open my own psychic practice, she's really kind of helped me in my work. I mean, my mom is always with me, and she helps. Last night I was doing our mutual friend Rebecca Fearing's show, and all of a sudden Mom just comes in and starts helping other people on the phone connect with their moms that have crossed over. And I'm like, oh, Mom's in charge and all in it now. And every time we've done a spirit board here, Mom always shows up. Always shows up. So, we kind of started pondering the idea about how many people out there, how many of you watching right now are living with spirits of loved ones, spirits that came in the house you moved in, spirits that live in your workplace, spirits that came with an object that you purchased or were given, and you want to keep those spirits in your life because they're wonderful and they enhance your life. Not all spirits need to be locked away somewhere with salt around them, although many of them do. And Patti, you're good friends with Zach Bagans, so you know what that's like. I know John Zaffis from Haunted Collector fairly well, and I know that he's preserved a lot of items that needed to be taken away. And those things really did need to be taken away. And that's a good thing. But not every spirit needs to be crossed over or sent away. I kind of feel like my mom we had a conversation a couple nights ago where I said something. I just kind of wondered in my head, is Mom ever going to come back as something on the earth for the rest of my life? And I heard her say, no, and then laugh, because Mom doesn't want to come back. And she told me that when she was alive. This is my last time and I'm never coming back. Wow. So I think we're going to live like this for the rest of my time here, with her working in tandem with me from beyond. And then when I pass, we'll be together, and then we'll figure out what we're doing from there. So it's kind of a new way of life for me.
Yeah, and who knows? Yeah, as time goes on and things keep changing, we all might be corporal-less body. I don't know who's to say.
We're not going to live forever. I'm not dead yet, though, Patti.
No, we're not.
Don't start digging.
No. We have a long ways to
start
go.
digging that grave. I'm not dead yet.
One thing I noticed with Belle, because I see people here at the house. I see clients. I see, and I'm pretty good. I see people's spirit anyway, and I'm like, oh, they're pretty gifted, or they're. But before I even see their spirit, I see how people notice Belle or not.
Yes.
If they just, there's just a silly little doll sitting there, or like double take or triple take, and most get kind of really excited. Several get really scared.
Yeah.
So, and that's interesting, but maybe just because they are sensing a spirit, not that it's a dark spirit by any means, because mischievous, yes, but dark, no. But she's like a little canary bird. What do they used to, to tell you?
Canary in a coal mine?
Canary in a coal mine, but nobody has to die. But it's like they tell me, in a sense, how they're going to react to things.
Yeah, the first time that I was here on your birthday, and and we told this story last time, but let's tell it again. I walked into your house and I saw you holding a child. And I thought, it's like midnight. Who brought a child to Patti's Friday the 13th birthday party? And they're still there at midnight. And then you walked over to me with her and I realized that she was a doll. So sometimes when I see her now, I see a child, and sometimes I see her as a doll. And I think it really depends on what she wants me to see. At the time, I was immediately attracted to her, and I was holding her a lot. And I have a thing that developed the last couple of years where I had a bout last year with atrial fibrillation at the end of 2016. So if I have too much stress and things are draining me, or I get too dehydrated, I have what they call atrial flutter, which means I can feel it might getting a little funky, and then I need to calm down. And I was holding her for a really long period of time, and that happened. And I had to set her on the couch, and then someone had to put some energy into me. It immediately went away. So when we did the Facebook Live a couple weeks ago, I was worried the same thing was going to happen, and it didn't. And I think part of that is that you, in that time between October and January, in December, you got a lot of the negative things that were in her to leave. Yeah. And also I think part of it is you have to get used to someone's energy. And Belle's energy is a little bit different than Patti's and mine. And so I have to get used to how to take in all of her energy and not keep it, and also how to give her some of my energy, but not so much that it starts to make me feel physically compromised.
Yeah, don't want to drain.
Because she's extremely intense.
Yeah, well, just think of like when you move roommates. We've all had a roommate here or there. When you move in with the person first, if you don't know them very well, it's like, it's weird. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just, the energy is a complete different thing, and it takes a whole lot more energy. And then once you know them for a few months, it's a whole other thing.
Or in the case of my last roommate should really be at Zach Bagan's museum, surrounded by salt. But sadly, it's not.
No names.
No names, but still. But you're right. Sometimes you get used to it, the different frequency that somebody vibrates on, and then sometimes you realize you can't, and that's when you can't be roommates with them. In the case of Chelsea, she couldn't handle the energy of Belle.
Right.
Patti can handle anything. Like a demon could live here, and she would get it drinking. She'd get it drinking tea. Yeah. So you can.
No more caffeine for you, demon. Demon, you're really hanging from the ceiling too much. We're sort of able to read this, but you're going way too fast and we're way too slow. But we would like to hear, and you might have to post it a couple of times, if any of you have had spirits that you live with.
Yeah. In a couple of minutes, I'm going to kind of be looking down, and I'm going to check out my phone, and then I'll be able to read some of the comments, and we can answer them.
Oh yes, I'm seeing here. I'm looking at comments now too. Her eyes move.
Yes.
And I see
moves.
people are getting that. Her facial experience changes a lot. You guys might notice it on the video. I can come home and know exactly the mood she's in by her face shape, which you go, that's not possible, but it does. And her eyes move, and that's been captured on film a lot of times.
Yes.
Once I was doing a regular TV show, Awesomeness or an MTV show, And it wasn't about Belle. It wasn't about Belle at all. But one of the girls, the actress, is like, that doll's eyes are moving back and forth. I'm like, oh yeah,
That's
Belle. It's Belle.
Yeah. It's also not normal for a doll to take a selfie of itself. But she just did.
She just did. I was like, Sheena. She's like, you all right?
I was in the bathroom, and I come out of the bathroom, and Patti, I thought something. I literally expected I was going to turn the corner, and some big old scary thing was going to be like, whoa.
No,
like,
I mean,
what is it?
You know,
she just took a picture of herself.
I live in a crazy paranormal world.
Yeah.
I do see people hanging from the ceiling all the time. I mean, that's been my whole life. But I've never had a ghost take a picture with my camera from when I'm 4 feet away.
Yeah, and even you were freaked out that
like
all the things that you've seen in this house.
Yeah.
And you have spirits in this house.
Yes.
That help to facilitate your work in your life, and I wonder if they are working now with Belle.
I think they are. Adrienne, my spirit who lives
Hi,
here.
Adrienne.
Her name is Adrienne Breen. She's a French artist. She actually owned this house. She bought it in the 1960s.
Oh, wow.
She died in 1998, but she still hangs out.
Did you know her?
I knew her.
Oh,
I knew
wow.
her.
Okay.
I actually knew her. I lived around the corner up the street, and I knew her.
Oh.
And it was,
And now she's here helping.
and now she's here, and
I love
the house
that.
came with everything. And she died. So, but I think she's really helping. At first, I think there was a little standoff between the two again, because Adrienne's really strong, opinionated spirit. And Belle came in the same way, but I think now they've kind of adopted each other. And even the animals and Belle weren't sure about each other.
Yeah,
at
the
first.
cats even.
The cats,
Yeah.
especially the cats.
They were like, "What's with this plastic thing that talks to me?" Although she's not plastic; she's something else.
No, her face is porcelain.
Right, beautiful.
And this is what's called composite. It looks like plastic. That's why somebody said she can't be 100 years old. Composite is pre-plastic, and it's actually made of like wood shavings and glue and all sorts of stuff.
And tissue from a living person.
And tissue.
And skin from a living person.
Yeah.
Because
wouldn't it be
in
the back of her head
that I think has some of her? Yep. See, I think in there is some of her blood, skin, something. And I also think that composite itself, the way that composite is made, if you were making a mourning doll while you were taking the wood chips and turning them into solid through heat, right? Why wouldn't you just throw in some hair and some pieces of the doll? And I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Even this little teddy bear, this is her new toy. We do. She
loves it.
Yeah, she loves it. She loves parties, and I do several parties a year. So Christmas, we do a white elephant exchange where people bring funny things, good things, really bad things.
Yeah.
We steal them from each other. We try to get rid of things.
I got good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. I don't even know what
I got something that was on Santa's list.
Wow, that's good. So anyway, I always have to throw in a couple extra things in case somebody doesn't have one. And people were stealing and this and that, and at the end you could always exchange out. But at the end of the night, there was just a brown paper bag, plain brown paper bag. And nobody had looked in it, nobody had taken it, nobody had exchanged it, and it was this teddy bear. Like a little old-fashioned teddy bear. I don't know who brought it, so thank you if you're watching.
And do we think do you think it's used?
No,
or do you think it's
I don't
new?
know. I have no idea. But it looks like an old, I mean, I don't think
it
it's
might
old,
be a
but
little old.
It might
Look at
be.
its little eyes.
It's old-fashioned, but it was the only present that everything else had been pawed over, put back, stolen, hidden away. No one had, it was like shielded. I put on a little glamour to be invisible.
It was the white elephant gift for Belle.
The white elephant gift for Belle. She got the last present. So she's pretty powerful.
She is so powerful. All right, should I read some comments?
Yes, please do.
Okay. I have to go out of frame a little bit for this, so everybody bear with me.
Bring them on camera. Bring them on camera. I don't know, what do you want to bring on camera?
So you can see Belle and the teddy bear better?
Okay.
Put them up a little bit.
Here. Anybody see it?
Isn't she
Oh, she's
beautiful?
liking this. Look at that. Can you now? Do you see?
Oh,
the
look how
energy
she
of her-
loves it.
She is like
She's
breaking
so
out in a
cute.
smile.
She's a little bashful.
Yeah.
She's a little bashful to be that close. Look at her.
So.
Oh my God, she's so sweet.
And look at her beautiful new dress. This was another friend of mine, Crystal Rains. Thank you very much. Had been here at Christmas, and we were talking about. Belle had a baby dress. It was a cute dress. Chelsea, the girl in Belgium who sent her to me, had got her a cute little blue baby dress, but it was a baby dress. Belle's not a baby. So we're still going to get her a nice Victorian beautiful dress, but she fell in love with his pink satin bows, and And life has been better because life is always better with a new dress.
Well, thank you. We have 84 comments already.
We
are so thankful.
Thank
for
you
that.
guys. Yay.
Okay, so I'm gonna. Hang on. I've got to turn my phone down. We're all getting the hang of this a
Technical
little bit at a
difficulties.
time. Belle's aunt is kind of a tech noob. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what people are saying. Somebody said, I woke up not long ago with a child handprint on my glass table.
Wow.
How about that? That's a cool story.
Yes. Did you feel anything or sense anything?
Yeah, Jonathan, tell us if you felt anything or if you sensed anything. That was Jonathan Pemberton put that.
And if did you lose any children in your life that you know of? Which doesn't necessarily mean, how Sheena said when she was thinking before she forgot tonight she was going to go see Belle. Oftentimes the spirits who hang around aren't necessarily family members or friends. They're just people who like us and attach.
Yeah.
In a good way attach.
Annette Gonzalez said, Patti, I keep seeing something like a shadow to the left side, right outside of clear vision. What is it?
On the camera or in your life?
No, I think on the camera.
On the camera? I don't know.
see
There's
anything.
nothing here, so you're seeing something.
Whatever you're seeing, we're not seeing. We'll have to look at it later because I'm seeing just clear everything.
Yeah, cats aren't here.
Something just grabbed my arm. Something just grabbed me
and
right
I
here.
just got the goosebumps.
Something just grabbed me right here. It felt like a little hand just grabbed my arm like that,
Belle,
like
is
right
that
there.
you?
Oh, that was
She's
interesting.
getting mischievous, and I just got goosebumps, which is always a confirmation. Everybody talks. You've seen it on the TV shows. Ooh, I got goosebumps.
Someone scratched me face. Yeah. That was my most haunted impression.
Really?
Remember Most Haunted?
Oh,
Did you ever watch that? The
yeah.
English show. Someone scratched me face. Okay, let's see what else we've got here.
Goosebumps all over. Look at all the beautiful hearts we got there. Ooh, let's get into.
We're loving doing this for you guys. We've been looking forward to this for so long. Okay.
Ooh, I am feeling
somebody
something.
put, you guys are amazing. You all are doing great. I'm looking for more about...
I saw a kid spirit in my doorway when I moved into my condo. And you guys clear your houses when you move in.
Yeah.
It doesn't
really?
mean because you have ghosts or anything, but it was even if it's brand new,
Yeah.
it had all the construction site.
Get some sage and a selenite wand.
Yeah, there's a million ways, really good ways to do it, but make it your own. Get rid of any even cranky construction if it's new construction or anybody who lived there. And then put in the intent of what you want. You know, who's allowed in your front door? State it. What comes in the window? Sunshine, fresh air, inspiration. What's the feeling you want in your living room, in your bedroom,
Yes.
in the kitchen?
Yes.
And it changes everything.
Even in the kitchen, using a lot of lemon when you clean. That's a nice purification
Yes.
thing. All right, somebody just put up, Princess Patino just said, hey, Belle.
Hi, Perla.
I think she moved her eye. I do not know how she did it.
Because she's a spirit and
Yep.
she's magic.
Lots of people want to meet her. So Samantha said, Belle's eyes keep moving. Yes, Belle does move. Here's some. Sarah Jane said, I was attacked in my sleep a few weeks ago, and my daughter keeps hearing her name being whispered. What could that be? Oh.
Okay, if somebody's being attacked, that's not good. No. Nobody wants to be attacked. This is our realm of existence. Spirits really do have to play by our rules.
Yes.
They only have power over us if we give it to them.
Yeah.
So you claim in the name of whatever you believe in the name of God, in the name of your angels, in the name of your dog, in the name of your child, in the name of your fancy handbag, that this is my house. This is my child. This is my body. This is my space. You are not welcome here. You
Absolutely.
must leave. Do not say it with anger. That can feed something bad. Do not say it with fear. That can feed. Do it like a disciplinarian parent.
Yes.
Get out now.
Yes, yes. And also, I'm a paranormal survivor. I grew up in a very ugly haunted house. So I can tell you, get a night light because they don't like light. Put a night light in every room. They don't like the warmth of a bulb and the warmth of the electricity. Every night before you go to bed or before you walk into the room that's haunted, say a white light prayer. It's very simple. Just say, I am contacting the white light. I am asking for the white light to please protect me. I'm surrounding myself in white light. White light, please protect me. I would do it every night before you go to sleep. It does keep them away. Also, seriously, get a bundle of sage and smudge the house a little bit. I like to keep white candles burning a lot. Burn white candles. If you don't feel comfortable doing it at night, do it all day long. Burn specifically white candles.
And I have my little sage thing because it's one of my things. Sage is brilliant. It's really cleansing, but it's a little harsh. So after it almost creates a vacuum if you just sage.
Right.
The candle can be intense, but it's almost like, picture you've dusted your whole house and then you left the doors and windows open in a dust storm. It creates a vacuum. So sage the house, go counterclockwise, get rid of everything negative. Anger, sickness, sadness, ghosts, spirits, whatever.
Fear.
And then that's when you now light a sweet incense, something angelic, frankincense, myrrh, anything holy, and then go clockwise with the incense, with a white candle, and now I'm bringing in light. You fill the space back up. The vacuum is gone, and so if you just sage, and so many people just overuse it a bit, it feels really good after the sage, but it doesn't last very long. All of a sudden, it feels icky again.
I agree.
It won't feel icky again after something else.
If you think there's anything in your house,
call us.
Burn as many. Yes, call us. If you think there's anything in your house, burn as many white candles as you can. Burn all kinds of candles, but especially keep a white candle going all the time.
And symbols, sigils. I have 912 sigils or symbols, like a cross, a Star of David, a pentagram. But anybody wants to know the most powerful sigil or symbol I've ever worked with is this. It's a helm of awe. It's Norwegian or Icelandic. You can draw it on a Post-it. It's an 8-sided cross with that little half circle, that little triton thing on the end. You could Google helm of awe. And you don't have to get a necklace. You could really put it on a Post-it. Put it on mirrors that are active, because mirrors are portals. Put it, if you have bad dreams, put it under your mattress or under your bed. Put it under welcome mats. Energy comes in and it just breaks it up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know you're into ancestors, Patty.
Yes.
So I keep symbols of my ancestors. So I have a Black Hills Gold 4-leaf clover, and I have a Celtic cross, which I got in Louisville, where my mother was born. And I have a claddagh with an emerald in it. And then I have one of the first things that my mother ever gave me, the first charm, are the mask and wig, the symbols of art, because I'm an artist, and that theaters are churches to me. And then I have an ankh, was my housewarming gift from my mom, that I always wear because my mom believed in Egyptology. She was very very drawn to that time and very into. As a matter of fact, after she passed one day, I walked out of the bathroom in her house, and there was a book of hieroglyphics, and it was like kind of askew with the rest of the books. And I remember her telling me how she was obsessed in college with hieroglyphics. And I thought, well, that's strange, because I didn't even know she had a book on hieroglyphics. We knew everything about each other. And I pulled the hieroglyphics book and opened it, and there was $500 in it.
Wow.
How about that?
She left you money.
She knew someday I would find it because of the hieroglyphics. So I have Egyptian things all over my house that she made. I have an Anubis candle holder. I've got a cat candle holder, a bass candle holder. The Egyptian things are everywhere that she made. So find things that resonate with you and let them hang over your solar plexus. It's a very spiritual place over your heart chakra. And there are all kinds of ways you can tell spirits, I don't want you to live here. Because Patty's right. You don't have to have them.
You don't have to have it. And cascarilla powder is really a cheap thing. It's eggshells, really.
Yeah.
You grind up your own eggshells, but you can buy it cheap online or any metaphysical or occult store. Cascarilla powder, you could sprinkle it. It looks like talcum powder. It is so protective.
I'm making my own.
Oh, you are?
Because you told me about it.
Yeah.
And I remembered that when I was a kid, my mom was a fine artist. And she went through this thing where she wanted to make mosaics out of eggshells. So for like 2 years, we ate nothing but eggs.
Wow.
And she chopped all the eggshells up and dyed them different colors. And I thought, I bet that's still in her garage. So I went and I found them all. They're all different dyed eggshell colors. And I'm going to grind them all and make my own out of eggs that my family actually ate.
Amazing.
Ancestral
antique ancestral
egg powder shells.
Chakra colors and colored it.
And chakra colors.
Colored
I've got a
cascarilla.
green one, a blue one, I've got pink, I've got purple, I've got yellow, I've got orange, every Crayola color you can imagine. What happened was, after we made all of those, she laid out the butcher paper and she got out the glue and we put the glue down, and we realized that eggshells are a crappy thing to make mosaics out of because they don't stick to the paper. So we never did them again. But she kept them because she was a goddess. And I didn't know until you told me, I think last Christmas, that it was a protectory thing. So yay eggs.
Yay eggs. So eggs. Everybody could do eggs.
I wonder if it works to eat eggs. I wonder if you need protection.
Well,
if you
a lot
eat
of voodoo rituals work with eggs. Running eggs will cleanse you. Eggs over your body. I've cracked eggs on myself.
Yeah, I've cracked eggs on myself too. It's great for your hair.
It's good for your hair. You know, beauty bath, ghost bath, whatever you want to take. But yeah, eggs are just suck up negativity, just like lemons, like you were saying. My favorite uncrossing spell, it's on my website, pattinegri.com. You feel things are bad around you, bad luck, you think you have a curse. Most curses aren't real, but some are, or you just created it ourselves by thinking we have one.
Yeah, but some curses are real.
Some curses are real, just most aren't. But yes, they are. But do my lemon spell. It's lemon, it's salt, it costs you whatever a lemon costs.
Yeah, it's nothing. 15 cents, 20 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a good idea just for to cleanse your insides to always be eating lemons and drinking lemon because it's very cleansing. Patti is so
That's
popular.
so funny. My phone just...
That fans are calling on the phone while we're doing a Facebook Live.
Did you see my finger come to the camera?
I like your little groovy chicka-ching, chicka-ching, chicka-ching ringtone. Mine's an Irish harp. It's very haunting. It's not nearly as groovy as that.
Well, I don't know.
So how has Belle changed? You got her right before I saw you at your birthday, right? You've had her like a week?
Yeah, I got...
So you've had her now for 3 months?
Yeah, I've had her about 3 months. Yeah, and literally my first... I was with Sheena, my friend, fellow psychic.
Right, Sheena Grace, we love her.
She arrived, and our first Facebook Live was opening her up, and literally, thank you everybody for watching. It was like 49,000 views. I'm like, what is this Facebook Live? But it was Belle. So now the 3 months she's really calm. Again, mischievous, but never bad anymore.
She's a little mischievous.
She is mischievous. She
and I
moves
can
things around.
tell when I walk in your house that sometimes she looks at me like, you want to get in some trouble? I'm like, no, Belle, I don't want to get in any trouble, but okay. I think if she thought we wanted to get into some trouble, she'd be all good to go with that.
She would be all good. So everybody wanted to see her
Look at her.
again.
She's like, look, her face is totally different right now.
Totally different again.
She's like, I'll get in some trouble with you guys.
Ooh,
I wonder where she's originally from.
She's a German doll.
Okay, so from Germany.
It's to make her... let me see if I can even announce it. Koppelsdorf... I can't read it. Hubeck 25-7, 250-7. So there's 7 of $250. Hubeck 207, Koppelsdorf and Thurad. It's all in German. I don't know. But I actually looked it up. I'm a doll collector for those of you who don't know.
That's right.
I have hundreds of, mostly Barbies, but I have some babies and other dolls and Patti Play Pals from when I was a kid. But this is my first 102-year-old German.
Wow.
And I have a German dog, too.
So she's your oldest doll
she's my oldest
that you've
doll
ever had?
That I ever had.
Wow. And do any of your other dolls have spirits in them?
Not currently.
Okay.
I have one actually wants to come into my baby doll. I can go get her. Here, hold her for 1 second.
Let me hold my niece.
Hold your niece.
Come here, sweet girl. Where's the teddy bear?
Oh, she dropped it.
Uh-oh. I got your teddy, sweet love. Here we go. Let's have some aunt and niece time, Belle. How much do I love this doll? Do you guys really think I look like her? I wish. I think she's so beautiful. I'm not even a doll person. Like as a kid, I never had dolls. Sorry, Belle. Cover your baby ear. I was always a stuffed animal girl. That's why I'm much more comfortable holding Teddy than I am holding Belle. But I just can't get enough of this doll. I mean, oh, look at that sweet thing.
Isn't she sweet?
Oh, how old is she?
I don't know anything about her.
She's really a baby.
She's really a baby. I mean, she's the kind that you could use on TV that you sit there and hold and you think she's real.
Have you ever held baby up next to Belle before?
Yes, Belle was holding baby recently.
Okay, and Belle gets a little jealous.
Yeah, Belle gets a little
when
jealous.
When she sees baby, and her energy gets a little like, it's that friggin' baby.
That's why I left her with the baby to hold. Baby does not have a spirit in her, and I think that's what makes Belle okay with it.
It's a toy, sweetheart. Baby's just a toy.
There is a
She's
spirit
not a little girl
that wants to come into baby, and I'm not kind of saying no.
But of Belle or just
unless
general?
I talk Belle into it, because I don't want.
Baby's kind of grabbing my arm right now.
Baby. Isn't she cute? I don't have a name.
Doll.
If anybody knows baby's name, let me know. And she was a gift too from also a client. I was doing beautiful girl, Belinda. Hi, if you're there. We're doing a clearing at her home. I think I know her from Ghost Adventures anyway, it doesn't matter. We were clearing her house, beautiful home. And this little doll was like on a pile of stuff. She had been decorated. I'm like, and it looked like, talk about looking like a real baby.
No, she
Who
does look like a
piled
real
up their
baby.
baby on the dining room table?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is my God. What a most beautiful doll. And she goes, take it. I'm like, no, what? No. She goes, no, really. I don't know what to do with it. I don't have any history. I guess I should ask her to.
This doll has a death grip on my arm. Look at my arm. I don't know if there's not something in baby, but there's something going on right now.
Again, spirits
Little
can
baby
use
fingers
babies,
are
and
grabbing
maybe that
me.
baby spirit really is coming in now. Does anybody see a spirit in the baby? Does anybody see what Belle's thinking
you know
right
who
now?
sees a spirit? Aunt Sheena, who is having her arm pinched right now by baby's tiny little hand. Belle, that baby's pinching my arm. Like,
Watch Belle go.
Look at she's a little pouty. Look at her like
Yeah.
I'm not even here with you guys now. Looking off into nowhere. You guys even here? Didn't even notice.
Yeah, no, she's got her bear. Anyway, well, we want to thank everybody. If you guys want us to do this again, let us know.
We love it, yeah.
And we do want to hear about any haunted objects that you may have. Good ones, bad ones. Again, bad ones you do have to keep protected from because it is real.
Yeah.
It's wild stuff, but it's all real.
Yeah, absolutely it is.
So enjoy it, respect it more than anything else. Write us. Sheena Metal, Patti Negri. We both have websites, pattinegri.com and PATTINEGRI.com. I have a newsletter you should sign up for, and I send really cool things. You can watch some of my videos. And
I'm at SheenaMetal.com if you want to know a little bit about me, and SheenaMetalExperience.com if you want to know about my radio show. I have a wonderful movement of peace and love and kindness and unity that Patty's a part of. We're at IamRaisingTheVibration.com, and I just 2 weeks ago formally opened my own spiritual practice, and I'm at IamRaisingYourVibration.com because we all need our vibrations raised a little bit.
Yes,
so
we do.
Go and find me there. I would love that.
Yeah, and I just got this big funny picture looking at us. We're like two women who've never had babies or
never wanted babies.
We're the Hollywood version of sitting here with haunted dolls. And
we're like,
our children,
look at
family
our children.
portrait.
We love our children. We're like strangely co-parenting plastic children with beautiful souls in them.
Beautiful souls. Thank you. Have a beautiful night.
Thank you,
beautiful
everybody.
morning. Thank you, everybody.
Bye. Belle says bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Thanks for watching.
How do I turn this off? Okay. Oh, go to Patti Negri Psychic Medium, too, because I can't take any more friends on Patti Negri. And Sheena everything, go to Sheena. But Patti Negri Psychic
just
Medium.
type in Sheena on Facebook. It's probably one of my pages.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.